අපිට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා ගල්ලංගුරු.
We need 38 coal shipments before the 30th of April 2023. From April to August, we cannot unload coal due to the off-season. Therefore, at least 30 shipments must reach the country soon. If not, we will have to go for extended power cuts.
යුතුයි ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දේ විශාල පව කට් එකකට යන්නේ නැත්තම්.
Sri Lanka state-run Lanka Coal Company awarded a tender to Black Sand Commodities Company on the 10th of August for coal procurement. However, it was later terminated due to concerns over the methodology in awarding the tender. The tender was for a 6-month period. After this tender fell through, Lanka Coal Company called for 2 long-term and short-term tenders and both failed. Therefore, Lanka Coal Company has to pay cash upfront for 21 coal shipments to procure coal from the previous supplier. In addition, Lanka Coal Company had to settle its dues for 2021 to the supplier, while it also owes some $14 million to the same supplier. Lanka Coal Company said that the country is not in a position to make dollar or rupee payments to make these purchases. Lanka Coal Company says that 6 shipments must reach Sri Lanka monthly before the off-season, and as per the calculations, around 12 shipments should have already reached Sri Lankan shores. However, the dollar and rupee crisis had made it possible to only access half of those shipments. Lanka Coal Company warned that the existing stocks of coal will only be sufficient until the 20th of January 2023.
If we do not receive these 38 shipments by the 15th of April, come July or August 2023, we will have to go for extremely lengthy power cuts. It would become the longest power cut in history. That is why we warn that we will have a dark July in 2023.
දැන් යුරෝපයේ සීත ඍතුව ආරම්භ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
It's winter in Europe. In January or February, world fuel prices will increase. We do not have sufficient dollars to make purchases based on those prices. On one hand, we do not have sufficient water in the reservoirs. We have not imported sufficient stocks of coal. We are at risk of facing a serious electricity crisis in March. The previous leaders did not listen to us. They acted on their own and the country has to pay for it. We urge the present leadership to work according to a plan. If not, we will face a serious power crisis in the future.
The Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka said that it approved a power cut of 2 hours and 20 minutes daily for Thursday and Friday. However, Power and Energy Minister Kanchana Wijayasekara tweeted on Wednesday that power cuts will take place until the 15th of December. The tweet also noted that nighttime power cuts will not apply to the southern and Alla tourist areas. Will the electricity tariff be increased? The Public Utilities Commission says the Commission does not agree to the proposed rate increase.
දැන් විදුලි බිල සංශෝධනය සඳහා මෙයාලා ඉල්ලන්නේ
They're asking for 721 billion for fuel to produce 4,600 gigawatt hours. This is where the question lies. We buy furnace oil at a price of 320 rupees per litre, which is very expensive. On average, the CPC earns a profit of 120 to 140 rupees per litre of furnace oil. And this 440 billion is requested with that profit. This should not be done. We have no problem if the decisions of the cabinet are within the law. If it is not contrary to that law, it will not happen. Some political authorities have the desire to abolish this act. We must definitely say that the Public Utilities Commission is going to disable this and abolish it. I respect the law. I don't respect the minister. We increased the tariff from the 10th of December. The CEB has an operational profit of 1 billion. So where is the loss? No loss has been incurred. We cannot try to pay the previous debt from the tariffs.
ප්‍රොෆිට් එකක් CB-කට කොහෙද අලාභය? මේක මාසයක්වත් අලාභ නැහැ. ඒතර පරණ ණය ගෙවන්න ටැරිෆ් එකෙන් ගන්න බෑනේ.
Several parties opposed the decision to increase the electricity tariff in Parliament.
As proposed in Parliament, we suggested that this increase in electricity tariffs should be stopped immediately and the highest amount of funds allocated from the budget should be allocated for the 4.3 million children and mothers in this country. I also have a problem there because the advanced level exam starts on the 23rd of January. Exams will be held until mid-February. Then there cannot be any power cuts. Electricity tariffs cannot be increased during that period. Therefore, I will refer this especially to the Cabinet and the Ministry of Power.
We are aware that Sri Lanka's economy slumped into crisis as proper decisions were not made at the appropriate time, releasing the official reserves to the market and keeping the dollar at 202 rupees, not seeking IMF assistance at the right time, the sudden ban on chemical fertilizer, and continuously restricting imports and exports without any investigation are some of the root causes for the crisis. Even more serious issues that face the country are fraud, corruption and waste. These are now known as economic crimes. The country is in a position where it cannot repay the debt and has been dragged into a situation where it is impossible to open a single letter of credit. Now it's said that there is no one to give us fuel, coal and gas at subsidized prices or on long-term credit. Therefore, payments are being done without proper methods, not following the proper procurement process, while the premium is being paid as per their needs. Millions of people's money is paid as demurrage for shipments. Power cuts of 2 hours and 20 minutes a day still continue. Finally, the people of the country are asked to pay for all of these.